Yo, what is up, guys? Ethan here, back in another video, and today I'm gonna be giving you my game preview and prediction on Arkansas State at Memphis. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Now, this game by far is gonna be way better in my opinion than SMU at Texas State, as I think SMU is going to blow out Texas State. If you want more of a in-depth analysis on that game, go check out my last video. But today, I'm going to be focusing on Arkansas State at Memphis. And when I was doing my research, Arkansas State is not going to be as good as I thought they were going to be this year, especially with their key players. They do return their starting quarterback in Lane Hatcher, as he had 2,946 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. He's not really a mobile quarterback or a scrambler, but if he needs to get out of the pocket and get a few yards, he definitely can. But your quarterback situation is okay, and so is your running back, as last year's starter Marcel Murray returns, as he had 820 yards and 6 touchdowns. But your top wide receiver, Omar Bayless, he went to the NFL. He's on the Panthers, I'm pretty sure now. And your second returning player or top receiver is going to be Jonathan Adams Jr., as he had 62 receptions, 851 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, compared to what Omar Bayless did with a ridiculous year at Arkansas State last year, he's going to be a big hole to fill in. Your offensive line is iffy, but the big thing about this team is your defense. And I looked at all their top players last year, and either they transferred from Arkansas State last year, or they all graduated or went to the NFL draft. And so basically I want to say your top 5, top 6 defenders on your team, unless they didn't play last year because they're injured. I didn't go that deep. But unless they left, your defense is not going to be as good as last year, in my opinion. You got tons of turnovers last year, and like the top 4 to 5 people with the most turnovers on your team are now gone on your defense. So it's definitely going to be a big thing that I'm going to be looking for in this game, is how well Arkansas State's defense performs without all their key stars. And I don't think it's going to do well. Let's look at Memphis' offense. Now, you have Brady White returning for his senior year, one of the most underrated quarterbacks in college football for this upcoming year, as he had a little over 4,000 yards with 4,014, 33 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. And then you also return your top wide receiver in DeMonte Coxey, as he had 76 receptions, 1,276 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Now, if you watched one of the last few videos, one of my favorite players in college football is Kenneth Gainwell, your running back, and he decided to opt out to prepare for the NFL draft, which I understand because of the whole situation that's going on now. But my top 3 favorite players are not going to be playing, and that running back hole especially is going to be a big part on this offense. And I definitely want to see how they play without Kenny Gainwell this year. Your second running back, Antonio Gibson, as he played a little bit of wide receiver and running back last year. He was drafted in the 3rd round to the Washington football team. I know. But, so basically your top 2 running backs are not going to be here this year. So the big thing I do want to look out for Memphis is how well your running game is without your top 2 running backs, basically. As we look in the future, they're definitely a big run-dependent team, as we have big names like Darnell Henderson and Tony Pollard in the NFL as good running backs or good quality backups. Your defense it's not really the best. You did lose your best defensive player in Huff, in my opinion, but your second best player, TJ Carter, your cornerback, he returns for his senior year. Even though he's not really known as a turnover machine, but he is great at deflecting passes and has great coverage, and is probably one of the most, I always say underrated, but he's not underrated in a way, but he definitely deserves some more recognition, as he is one of the best coverage corners. And that's probably why people don't know his name, because he really doesn't force turnovers. So looking how this Memphis team is, and technically Memphis is the home team, even though there's really no home field advantage technically, I'm going to take Memphis in this game. I do think Arkansas State is going to put up some points, but I think Memphis is, because on how Arkansas State's defense lost all that talent, I think Memphis will win 48-23. That is my final score. Memphis wins 48-23. So that is it for this game. In the comment section below, what do you think the final score in this game will be, and who do you think will win plain outright? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and like always, have a good day. Peace out.